The 1940s were an era of great social change. For many men, the experience of war shattered pre-existing norms, freeing them from traditional social conventions, and creating opportunities for genuine expressions of camaraderie and affection between fellow men. One can observe in 1940s photographs an authenticity of affection, albeit an authenticity that can be misunderstood by those viewing them in a contemporary context. During the 1940s, World War II drew millions of American men into close-knit military ranks. Serving together in conditions of high stress, danger, and uncertainty, these men developed bonds and camaraderie. The pictures we see from this era reflect these realities. Warm embraces, leaning on each other's shoulders, or holding hands were not uncommon. It was a time of open affection between men, a testament of mutual support, and at its core a key to survival in the harsh reality of war. Candid photographs capturing such affection present an unguarded vulnerability and sincerity, representing a different narrative from the usual stoicism associated with masculinity in the 1940s. This intimacy was often less about romantic relationships and more about brotherhood, comradeship, and mutual dependence. War provided a temporary divorce from traditional American domestic life, with its clear-cut boundaries and rules concerning male behavior and relationships. Men found themselves in all-male spaces, far from societal norms which normally dictated their behaviors. In this sense, men in 1940s photographs portrayed a more authentic male, untethered by artificially imposed rules concerning behaviors and social expectations for men specifically. In the backdrop of this changing societal canvas, the Kinsey Report on Male Sexuality was released in 1948. This pioneering work by biologist Alfred Kinsey opened a window on male sexuality, illuminating the hitherto unexplored diversity of human sexuality. It was groundbreaking and controversial, sparking discussions about sexuality that challenged the heterosexual, homosexual paradigm. Photographs of men in the 1940s are not merely snapshots of a bygone era. They are records of a complex societal shifts in male behavior and masculinity. They reflect the authenticity of male affection, nurtured in an environment stripped of usual societal norms, and provide a reminder of the changing nature of masculinity and human expression. These images should not be viewed through a narrow lens, but rather, they should be appreciated as a testament to a time when men could express their affection and camaraderie without fear or prejudice. It was a period when men, torn from the conventional confines of social expectations, navigated through the realities of war with the strength found in mutual support and brotherhood. When we examine these images, it is important to remember that the environment these men found themselves in, profoundly different from peacetime, allowed for an exploration and expression of self that was new and liberating. But this authenticity was not without its costs. As society grappled with new understandings of male sexuality, brought forth by revelations like the Kinsey Report, fear of homosexuality began to take root. This tension led to a societal backlash, reinforcing strict gender norms and roles, which continue to influence our perceptions of male behavior, relationships, masculinity to this day. The evolution of societal norms since the 1940s has seen an unfortunate regression in the openness of male affection. The macho stereotype, often characterized by emotional suppression and physical disconnection from other men, has become the culturally accepted face of masculinity in many contexts. Yet, these historic images serve as a powerful counter-narrative, providing evidence of a time when men could freely express their feelings for each other without judgment or fear. Photographs of men from the 1940s are a testament to a more complex understanding of masculinity, bonds between men, and human connection. They provide evidence that expressions of male affection are not inherently sexual but rather a sincere and authentic representation of human emotions. The war, despite its many horrors, offered an unlikely freedom for men to step outside societal norms and express affection without being confined by rigid roles and expectations. In appreciating these historical photographs, we should not only see a snapshot of the past but also a possibility for the future. A world where men can demonstrate their affection for one another without fear of judgment or stigma, fostering deeper connections, empathy, and understanding. Let's take these images not merely as relics of the past, but as a lens through which we can reimagine the future of self-actualized masculinity.
kiss the boy she kissed goodbye. And they'll come marching down Fifth Avenue, the United Nations in review. When this lovely dream has all come true, we'll be dancing the victory polka.
Dance, dance the victory polka.
Join, join, join the merry throng.
Sing, sing, sing the victory polka. Raise your voice and loud and long. There's gonna be a hallelujah day when the boys have all come home today, and the millions dance begin to play. We'll be dancing the victory polka.
And you will give a mighty cheer.
Hooray!
This is just a souvenir. And we will heave a mighty sigh when each girl can kiss the boy she kissed goodbye. And they'll come marching down Fifth Avenue, the United Nations in review. When this lovely dream has all come true, we'll be dancing the victory polka.
Hooray, 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 hooray!
It's the victory polka, hooray! There's gonna be a hallelujah day when the boys have all come home to stay, and a million bands begin to play. We'll be dancing the victory polka. And when we've lit the torch of liberty in those blacked out lands across the sea, and each man can proudly say I'm free, we'll be dancing the victory polka. And we will give almighty cheer when a ration book is just a souvenir. And we will heave a mighty sigh when each gal can kiss the boy she kissed goodbye. And they'll come marching down Fifth Avenue, the United Nations in review. When this lovely dream has all come true, we'll be dancing the victory polka.
Dance, dance the victory polka.
Join, join, join the merry throng.
Sing, sing, sing the victory polka. Raise your voice and loud and long. There's gonna be a hallelujah day when the boys have all come home today, and the millions dance begin to play. We'll be dancing the victory polka.
And you will give a mighty cheer. This is just a souvenir. And we will heave a mighty sigh when each girl can kiss the boy she kissed goodbye. And they'll come marching down Fifth Avenue, the United Nations in review. When this lovely dream has all come true, we'll be dancing the victory polka.
Hooray, 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 hooray!
It's the victory polka, hooray! There's gonna be a hallelujah day when the boys have all come home to stay, and a million bands begin to play. We'll be dancing the victory polka. And when we've lit the torch of liberty in those blacked out lands across the sea, and each man can proudly say I'm free, we'll be dancing the victory polka. And we will give almighty cheer when a ration book is just a souvenir. And we will heave a mighty sigh when each gal can kiss the boy she kissed goodbye. And they'll come marching down Fifth Avenue, the United Nations in review. When this lovely dream has all come true, we'll be dancing the victory polka.
Dance, dance the victory polka.
Join, join, join the merry throng.
Sing, sing, sing the victory polka. Raise your voice and loud and long. gonna be a hallelujah day when the boys have all come home to stay, and the million bands begin to play. We'll be dancing the victory polka,
and you will give a mighty cheer.
hooray!
This is just a souvenir, and we will heave a mighty sigh when each girl can kiss the boy she kissed goodbye. And they'll come marching down Fifth Avenue, the United Nations in review. When this lovely dream has all come true, we'll be dancing the victory polka.
Hooray, 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 hooray!
It's the victory polka, hooray! There's gonna be a hallelujah day when the boys have all come home to stay, and a million bands begin to play. We'll be dancing the victory polka, and when we've lit the torch of liberty in those blacked out lands across the sea, and each man can proudly say I'm free, we'll be dancing the victory polka, and we will give almighty cheer when a ration book is just a souvenir, and we will heave a mighty sigh when each gal can kiss the boy she kissed goodbye. And they'll come marching down Fifth Avenue, the United Nations in review. When this lovely dream has all come true, we'll be dancing the victory polka.
Dance, dance the victory polka.
Join, join, join the merry throng.
Sing, sing, sing the victory polka. Raise your voice and loud and strong. There's gonna be a hallelujah day when the boys have all come home to stay, and the million bands begin to play. We'll be dancing the victory polka.
And you will give a mighty cheer.
Hooray!
This is just a souvenir, and we will heave a mighty sigh when each girl can kiss the boy she kissed goodbye. And they'll come marching down Fifth Avenue, the United Nations in review. When this lovely dream has all come true, we'll be dancing the victory polka.
Hooray, 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 hooray!
It's the victory polka, hooray! There's gonna be a hallelujah day when the boys have all come home to stay, and a million bands begin to play. We'll be dancing the victory polka, and when we've lit the torch of liberty in those blacked out lands across the sea, and each man can proudly say I'm free, we'll be dancing the victory polka, and we will give almighty cheer when a ration book is just a souvenir, and we will heave a mighty sigh when each gal can kiss the boy she kissed goodbye. And they'll come marching down Fifth Avenue, the United Nations in review. When this lovely dream has all come true, we'll be dancing the victory polka.
Dance, dance the victory polka.
Join, join, join the merry throng.
Sing, sing, sing the victory polka. Raise your voice and loud and strong. There's gonna be a hallelujah day when the boys have all come home to stay, and the million bands begin to play. We'll be dancing the victory polka.
And you will give a mighty cheer. This is just a souvenir, and we will heave a mighty sigh when When each girl can kiss the boy she kissed goodbye, and they'll come marching down Fifth Avenue, the United Nations in review. When this lovely dream has all come true, we'll be dancing the victory polka.
Hooray, 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 hooray!
It's the victory polka, hooray! There's gonna be a hallelujah day when the boys have all come home to stay, and a million bands begin to play. We'll be dancing the victory polka, and when we've lit the torch of liberty in those blacked out lands across the sea, and each man can proudly say, I'm free. We'll be dancing the victory polka, and we will give Almighty cheer when a ration book is just a souvenir, and we will heave a mighty sigh when each gal can kiss the boy she kissed goodbye, and they'll come marching down Fifth Avenue, the United Nations in review. When this lovely dream has all come true, we'll be dancing the victory polka.
Dance, dance the victory polka.
Join, join, join the merry throng.
Sing, sing, sing the victory polka. Raise your voice and loud and strong. There's gonna be a hallelujah day when the boys have all come home to stay, and a million bands begin to play. We'll be dancing the victory polka,
And you will give a mighty cheer. This is just a souvenir, and we will heave a mighty sigh when each girl can kiss the boy she kissed goodbye, and they'll come marching down Fifth Avenue, the United Nations in review. When this lovely dream has all come true, we'll be dancing.
Much obliged you hopped on board for this snazzy trip through American life in the 1940s and 1950s, all captured through nifty vintage photographs. If this flick's got your motor running, don't be a square. Click on that jolly bucket of bolts to subscribe to the channel for more top drawer content just like this.
Thank you.